Hello everyone, welcome back to whoever is listening. If this is your first time listening, then welcome. I have been doing this podcast for a couple months now, and I do have to admit that I am kind of not consistent with uploading, but the reason why is because I want to keep it organic and just truly speak my mind and not feel like committed, well, not committed, but like forced to follow like just whatever, just follow something. But I'm really happy. A lot of things have been through my mind, and right now, I don't know, just, oh my god, I don't even know how to talk. Like, one of my favorite, like, concepts is like kintsugi, which is like a Japanese type of art, which is when something breaks, instead of throwing it away, you simply just like embrace or like the I forgot the word. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. Yeah, but like the lines from where it shattered, instead of like just gluing it together, like trying to make it seem perfect, they just add gold. And it's like, it's part of the beauty now. And I feel like that's just life. You've probably heard this like many times, but once you truly put that like mindset or concept in your life, it's like, this is actually true. Like, when we break, it's not actually like for us to just give up. It's kind of embrace that which has broken us and like shattered us. And that's I just love that concept so much. And this week or this month, this year has been like one of those times where I'm just like, I feel shattered, but not in the bad way. Like, I am not depressed. I'm not being pessimistic about my life, but I just feel like there's a little bit of work to do, and like I know that the end result will be like being a nice base with gold. But no, it's actually, I do feel like that. I just have been deconstructing myself a lot lately, like getting rid of friendships, mindsets, and I do have to admit that I have taken many steps back, and I am really disappointed, but I am enjoying the ride. Like, instead of being like, why is this happening to me, and like being so sad about it, I'm kind of enjoying the ride and being happy that there is something that I need to learn. Like, why am I taking this step back? And it's kept me positive. Like, I wouldn't say I'm like happy and exploding from joy, but I am just happy. Like, not happy, I'm sorry, I don't know why I said that, sorry. But I'm not depressed either. Like, I am just like, there's days where I'm like, oh my god, like, so tired and so drained, but I see it with like a positive light. Like, me from many years ago would have been like, I'm gonna kill myself, but this time I feel like I'm being much mature when I am like bettering myself. And that's because I learned this concept of like, people that hurt you, or when you hurt others, or like everyone having different perspectives. It's not because they're inherently bad or you're inherently bad, but we're just limited. We all function through experiences, learning, or environment, social environment, and that's how we learn, right? So that's, like having in mind that everyone is just limited to what they've experienced, so they might not relate and they might behave a certain way, or you might behave a certain way, has been freeing, because I tend to like take everything way too personal. Like, I am always getting offended, like, this person's behavior is like this, like, I might have done something wrong, like, they're not texting me as much, their responses are like this, they're just not inviting me anymore, things like that. And even though there might be a reason, I'm like, that's not my problem. Like, I know me, I know myself, and I try to keep my intentions pure with everyone, and that's what I will keep on doing, because at the end of the day, that's gonna make me realize and be okay with myself, and the fact that I'm not really losing anything or missing out on anything, which is another like of my sayings. It's like you never really lose out on anything or nothing, you just get saved from something. And also, like, if your intentions are pure, if you're genuinely good, if you genuinely want to be positive to people around you, to yourself, you're not losing anyone, and they might be losing you. But again, we're all limited to our own experiences, so everyone's just trying to survive, like the other day I was like, I'm a believer, and I sometimes struggle with my faith a lot, but I feel like one of the biggest concepts of like my religion is God's mercy. And I'm thinking about like everyone, like, even if people are like really really evil, they're not inherently evil. Like, there had to be something for them to be like that, like a backstory. Like, every villain has their story, and even though I'm not justifying their actions, I do think that if God's merciful, like, he's wise. God is wise, and he knows better than we do. And so when it comes to being merciful, he understands the situation for everyone. He doesn't have limits to like his knowledge. So unlike we do, he knows like our intentions. He knows why we do what we do. And that's why I want to like pray for guidance for, never lose track of my intentions. Always be good and like be guided through God's mercy. And yeah, that's kind of a lot of what's been going on. I also feel like I want to make this in a separate episode, but I do want to talk about like my necessity for like, I don't know what it is, but I don't really date anymore. But when I did used to date, or like when I'm talking to someone, like my whole existence and world and thoughts and mind, everything becomes about them, which is not good. Like, we're just like our own person, and to like adopt someone else's like life when you're with them is not healthy. And everyone's like, or I notice that I'm happier when I'm single because I'm truly like focusing on myself. But so I have been talking to someone for some time, not some time, but like I'm talking to someone, and I'm like noticing obsessive like behaviors, and I don't like it. Like, it's truly draining me, and that's why I've said that I'm taking a step back, because I'm like, I have already like talked about this to myself, like, you should not be obsessing over people like this. And it's like I have my guard up, but then I'm like, no, just let it down so like you can continue. But then I'm like, I'm stepping over myself just to keep someone around. And it's all because I am so obsessed with their actions, like how much they text me, if they don't text me, if they talk to me this way. And I'm like, you're stepping over yourself because you're obsessed, and you're like worrying more than you should be. And there's nothing, like, I could be convincing myself that something is going on when there isn't, so I will go out of my way to like please them, and it's not good. So I'm thinking of just cutting it off like for my own good, but I don't know how to do it because I am a little bit afraid of like confrontation, which is another like topic that I need to like finally have my lesson and do it for the sake of my own health. But I don't know how to do it. Like, I am in the trenches, but I know that the outcome will be good. And I do want to talk about like the different types of attachment, because I have figured it out, like why am I being like this. So I want to talk about it like separately, because it's really interesting, like the way we humans tend to attach to people. If it's like really anxious, if it's avoidant, it's a whole topic that we need to talk about, besties. But yeah, that's been my life. I'm trying to be more constant, even if my episodes are a little bit short, but I do promise that I'm gonna go deep into my mind and talk about it. And there's a lot of things that I wish I could say right now, but I don't know how to make my mind up. But yeah, I need to figure out like this person's true intentions with me, because there's some things that I have been like noticing that might not be right, and I need to figure them out. I will update you, everyone, in the next episode, hopefully. Cause I wanna be married already. I'm just kidding, but like for real. Bye bye. Thank you for listening for my little yapping session. I feel like I talk to her like a robot. Like I'm just talking like this, but please stick around and have a nice day and a life.